Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm Mr. Ronan, and today we'll be continuing our playthrough of Pharaoh and Cleopatra. Today we'll be continuing our playthrough of the 5th mission of the game, Men-Nefer. As always, we'll be playing the release from GOG, and we'll be using the widescreen mod. Links in the description below for the GOG game page and for the mod. Just a reminder, we'll be skipping any cinematics that may be there, as the ratio and resolution has not been updated as part of the mod. We'll also be skipping any of the voiced intros for the levels. If you liked the video, remember to hit that like button, and if you loved it, remember to subscribe. Alright, let's get into it. So as per usual, we'll be playing with our existing family, and we're going to be loading the save game where we're about halfway through. So just as a reminder, we're starting to build up our supply of bricks up here. And we're also making lots of papyrus. We may end up creating even more papyrus makers. Just depending on if the reed gatherers can keep up or not. Otherwise we may have to make another section of the city down there. Alright, let's speed this back up again. You'll see that our current instruction now is to build a mastaba. So what we're going to do is we have to figure out which submenu that ended up inside of. Okay, so we need a monument. So that's the size of what we're going to build. Yeah, let's tear up the road over here. Yeah, we'll line it up that way. Alright, so my house just burned down. And I accidentally built 2 architect posts. Awesome. Oh, that was the storage yard. Oh, that was dumb. Alright. That was really bad. Okay. Gods are mad at us. Great. Okay, so we finally reached the point of needing some employees. So, what we are going to do, we are going to go down here and we're going to establish a lower quality employee area. So they're going to have access to some basic services. debt. Okay, we need to change this way down. We do not have money to keep buying that. So this may end up going very poorly. So sticking a roadblock there and sticking a roadblock here, and then connecting the two settlements should result in, if any of the people down here need to transport goods, they'll be able to. So our debt is increasing at a disturbing rate. I'm actually going to lower this even further. Basically, for now we're just not going to buy any. It's, okay, so we ended up with that. Do we have... We have no excess people. Alright. Same thing down here, we're dealing with very low amounts of excess workers. But the roadblock is working. So goods and services are passing through here. I'm going to update this so that reeds can be half the yard. So they're being stored closer to the papyrus makers.
With my bricks, this monument will be strong.
So I'm going to get rid of one of the guilds. Okay. Make sure we have better tax collection coverage than we have right now. So now that these have begun to upgrade again, we're getting more people moving back into the city. Population's coming back up. We cannot buy festivals with debt, so we need to wait on that until we successfully finished getting out of debt. we're slowly climbing our way back out of debt. We have tax collectors going around who are collecting minimal amounts of tax. Lots of beer, lots of pottery. Enough papyrus for the school. Okay, good, good. So all that seems to be running well. View my knowledge of money. I'm working on it. Alright, so that one's not gonna have a road. Alright, so let's see if we can get these small groupings of houses to provide enough people. So good for pottery, good for beer, not good for bricks. We'll work on that. We are finally almost out of debt. Alright. So it looks like we could get some more going on down here. So we're going to get another reed gatherer, and then we're going to get some more papyrus makers. Yeah, they filled up pretty fast. Alright, we are out of debt. Okay, so we are starting to get money back. How far into this are we? 7,600 bricks to complete it. Alright, let's get the physician and apothecary going through there. Alright, so we received a... just gonna get into the right menu. So we received a request to supply beer, so we're gonna send that off. Hopefully the result of fulfilling that will be some bricks. also opens up space for all of the breweries to actually fill things up. Alright, we're getting a lot of papyrus, which is really good. There are no other cities we can connect to right now. Unfortunately, that place has bought all it can this year. That's okay. So we'll work on producing more. It'll fill this up. Then it can go back over here. Let's make sure to keep this person happy. They keep destroying our storage yards, which we need. They store everything. We are in debt again. Great. Unfortunately, at this point, there's nothing else we can sell to anyone. Our kingdom rating has taken a pretty serious hit. So it is a new year. So it looks like the trader caravans are coming through town, winding their way through. Hopefully buying a bunch of papyrus. Alright, so we are now out of debt again, which is good. We will accept this gift. So our kingdom rating has gone from 37 to 44, and our prosperity has reached 10. Also, that 2,000 is a noticeable amount of what we need still. So this trader is going towards the storage yards to pick up the papyrus that we've left there. Now the bricklayers are all going into their spots.
This monument will be strong.
Once they're in position, then the work camps will start sending people to fill it up. So it looks like we need one more. There we go. So there's enough in position that the work camps are now sending people. They picked up the bricks from the storage yards. Unemployment is relatively low at 7. So once we get this up, then we'll start looking at the exact goals we need to meet. Alright, so now that we're not quite as far in debt, you'll see that we actually have some money. Alright, that should allow us someplace to store stuff, because the other place is full. I was kind of hoping to get another offer from somebody, but we will have to import some of the stone. I'm going to import it up to 1,000. Let's make sure I have this set up right. Alright, so that is configured as we want. So I think that level should let not too much papyrus build up. Just have to watch our debt as the bricks start to come in. Lots of beer and lots of pottery. Papyrus is good. We probably need another school. That makes sense. Probably. Okay, so based on where our money is now, we're going to stop importing that. Just so we don't go heavily into debt. Alright, so we only need 4,000 more. Looks like we're back at a good place money-wise. So this last little bit will just kind of be managing the money. Never been very good at keeping the money in this game in the green on the levels where you're not mining gems. It does look like we are overflowing with papyrus, though. It looks like if we were willing to import figs, we could get them up to the next level. We might end up having to do that to meet the mission goals, but for now we're focusing in on getting the mastaba built. One thing at a time is how I found the best way to play this game. Alright, so it's been a while since we've had a festival, so let's do one to Bast. Make sure we're still importing. Let's import 1,500 now. This person should be coming in with the bricks. Alright. Looks like there's all 3 loads to finish off that level. Alright, so there's 1,600 necessary. We have 1,000 right now. Let's just set it to 1,600 and be done. First we should check to see so they bought all they can buy, and it's August. Let's stop importing for now. Okay, so everyone's pulling in all their goods. The beer is full, so we can't do much with that right now. So we had 1,000 bricks, but they're unequally set up. So I think, yes, we just did 800. So there's 1,200 left. So if we don't get... Oh, disease has struck. Okay, so... Let's get a physician. Make this go one longer. And get another apothecary. Hopefully the apothecary here, and physician here will be enough to cure everybody. Looks like it was. Awesome. So what can happen sometimes is if that gets out of hand, it can just tear up your whole city. I've had it basically wipe out all my progress before, which is quite disheartening. So see that we've almost reached 2,000 people. Okay, so this city has requested 800 papyrus. In all likelihood, fulfilling this will mean that they'll give us more bricks, which will mean that we won't have to buy any. So, let's go into the requests page, and we have 6,800, and yeah, we can definitely afford 800. Okay, I'm also going to build a personal mansion again, now that that's a thing. And start drawing out some money. Alright, so Cyrus is kind of pissed at us. I have a normal festival for Osiris, mostly so we don't run out of money. And now that we've sold all, or shipped off all of that papyrus, all the papyrus makers are free to load it up into the storage again. Alright, so we need 1,500, culture 15, prosperity of 20. Culture, so we have prosperity, we have culture. So it looks like at this point the only thing we're waiting to get is the monument writing. So it's a new year, and the traders are coming through and buying things. So we did not end up getting anything for that last donation, so we're going to import 1,000. Yeah. We're going to import to keep it at 1,000. So you can see some of these farms, as the flood's been getting worse, they've been getting worse and worse. This is now, I think 4% is the lowest it can be, because it's on just the way it's designed. Yeah. So that's going to produce essentially nothing. Alright, we're going to immediately turn that off as we use the 1,000 that's there. So 200 bricks are left over. We need to import up to 400. So Bast is pleased with us, so now they're throwing an event for everybody. Alright, so this should be the last of the bricks we need. And hopefully, if I'm reading all these requirements right, so we have 1500, culture 15, prosperity of 20, money of 9. We have culture 15, prosperity of 22, monument of 5. So once... Okay, so prosperity is going down a little bit. But I think that's because we're buying those things. So if we turn that off, and are just exporting papyrus all the time, our money should go up and up and up, which should increase prosperity. Am I rating up 9? I'm guessing, yeah, they've bought everything they can buy. Okay. Because the other city we're connected to doesn't actually buy anything, it's a little bit difficult to raise that prosperity rating, because we also don't gather anything that directly impacts the amount of gold we have. The amount of money we have. I'm going to raise the tax rate slightly. And now we play the waiting game. Oh, they're all linked together, okay. So in theory, come the new year, we will sell a lot of papyrus, which should then force the prosperity rating up and win us the game. You can see one of the traders making their way through. Hopefully, another trader will make their way through, and that will up the prosperity rating enough. Because if we come back in here, they've only bought 1,600 of 4,000. Come on, traders. We need you a lot. Victory. Alright, so they started buying more stuff. That forced our rating up, and now we are victorious.
Congratulations. You have built a capital worthy both of the living and the dead. And by developing trade relations with other cities, you have introduced your city to the world stage.
So it was a little bit rocky there. Thank you everybody for tuning in and riding the wave of debt and success with me. Until next time, I'll see you later.